Hi. Welcome to go-iBrainHacks YouTube channel for another episode of educational and informative video session. If a man has these 17 characteristics, never let him go, researchers say. The magnificence of assorted types truly is subjective depending on each person's preferences, and human uniqueness is the thing that makes the quest for the one, all the really fascinating and troublesome. All things considered, with researchers having gone through many years attempting to work out the way to why we become hopelessly enamored, there are sure things you should search for in a potential admirer, which recommend you may have discovered an attendant. With the appearance of dating applications meaning another adoration, interest is never in excess of a correct swipe away, it very well may be difficult to submit. So in case you're puzzling over whether to settle down with your present accomplice, it very well may merit making a stride back and finding out if he checks the containers beneath. On the off chance that he doesn't, that doesn't mean he isn't the one for you. Be that as it may, on the off chance that he does, you've probably got a very decent egg on your hands. 1. He's keen. While a few of us are normally brainier than others, another examination from the Hanken School of Economics in Finland proposes that the more astute the man, the more outlandish he is to be faithless. As indicated by the exploration, more savvy men are bound to get hitched and stay wedded. So in case you're stressed your sweetheart may be excessively intelligent for you, don't be scared on the grounds that insight isn't all that matters, and b. realize that you may have a person who's bound to be loyal on your hands. 2. He makes you snicker. Discovering somebody you can enjoy a chuckle with is critical, regardless of whether every other person feigns exacerbation at his father jokes. In the event that they make you laugh uncontrollably, that is the only thing that is in any way important. What's more, an examination has shown that men are bound to have mating achievement, in the event that they have a GSOH. 3. He effectively upholds your profession. An investigation found that spouses were the main consideration in 66% of ladies' choices to stop their positions, regularly on the grounds that they thought it was their obligation to raise their youngsters. In any event, when the ladies in the investigation depicted their spouses as steady, they likewise uncovered that the men wouldn't change their own plans for getting work done or offer to assist more with taking care of youngsters. 4. He puts forth as much attempt with your loved ones as you do with his. It's normal for a lady to wind up surrendering her own public activity to space into her new man's. Yet, it's uncommon that a man does likewise once entering a relationship. Indeed, a new report tracked down that young fellow gets more fulfillment out of their manly relationships than their heartfelt connections with ladies. While this is obviously preposterous, keeping up your kinships is significant. So ensure you're with a man who not just needs you to make time to see your companions, yet in addition puts forth an attempt to become more acquainted with them as well. 5. He's genuinely clever. On the off chance that generalizations are to be accepted, it is ladies who are consistently urgent to discuss sentiments and never men who fall hard. While this unquestionably isn't accurate, it's significant every individual in a relationship has a specific degree of passionate insight. Studies recommend that ladies are better at taking the sentiments and perspectives of their accomplice into thought than men, which is fundamental for a solid relationship. 6. He regards your assessments and tunes into what you need to say. Being shut-leaning isn't a quality that is select to a specific sex. However, on the off chance that a man is persuaded he's in every case right and won't ever think about your contention, it is anything but a decent sign. In the event that a man dismisses his female accomplice's impact, it could be an indication that he has power issues, as per Dr. John Gottman, creator of the 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. 7. He will place the work in. An investigation from the University of Texas tracked down that the best connections weren't down to similarity, yet rather making the relationship work. My examination shows that there is no distinction in the target similarity between those couples who are despondent and the individuals who are glad, study creator Dr. Ted Hudson said. So in the event that you or your accomplice is continually searching for the following best thing as opposed to resolving to make your relationship last, it may not look good. 8. He praises your accomplishments. Regardless of whether it's deadlifting your body weight or learning sufficient German for an excursion to Oktoberfest, it's imperative to have an accomplice who praises your accomplishments. In any case, this isn't simply to cause you to feel incredible, An investigation distributed in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that couples who did so were happier with their connections than the individuals who responded adversely or were unconcerned. 9. He shares your qualities. Having a comparable standpoint in life could be urgent to a fruitful relationship, as indicated by an investigation. The more similar your characters are, the almost certain you are to move toward issues similarly. You and your accomplice will have comparative ways to deal with everything from associating to working if your needs are something similar, and this is probably going to prompt a more prominent degree of regard for each other. 10. At the point when he looks at you, he really looks at you. In the event that a man takes a gander at you straightforwardly in your eyes, making an imperceptible fascination that interfaces you two, at that point he isn't just seeing you, he's investigating your spirit. He's attempting to get a brief look at the individual that stays covered up past your eyes. The you that you mind your own business and yourself alone. He's attempting to find that pith that makes you, you. He's hoping to look at your spirit, however something beyond that. He's attempting to acquaint your spirit with his. There's a quite certain look that two individuals in adoration share. It's an acknowledgement of the more profound self of the other individual. Assuming your man takes a gander at you in such a manner, view yourself as a fortunate lady. 11. He's a kind man, but not a pushover. There are excessively forceful men, who attempt to situate themselves above every other person. There are additionally powerless-willed men who evade all responsibility and showdown. You'd be in an ideal situation avoiding the two sorts of men. There is a sort of man who figures out how to join the qualities of both force and compassion. These men are benevolent on a basic level, yet ruthless in a fight. They don't begin battles, however finish them. That is the kind of man you need, since he's the sort of man savvy enough to single out the most awesome aspect, both power and empathy. 12. He's driven, but patient. To carry on with a decent life, you need achievement, since progress is the standard we judge everything by. You don't have to essentially turn into a tycoon or a best on the planet of sorts. However, little triumphs all through daily routine are relevant to experiencing an existence of which you're pleased. Notwithstanding, achievement, actually like life, is a long and winding street. Without tolerance, you are probably going to arrive at the end quicker. However, what the end should offer will not probably be the thing you were focusing on. Take the excursion and what it brings as everything comes. 13. He can cook. Let's face it, a man who feels comfortable around the kitchen is attractive. Take any regular person and toss in some Iron Chef enlivened cooking abilities and he gains at any rate 2 focuses. More than the sexual allure, a man who can cook frequently plans his very own greater amount suppers, will, in general, eat better and will, in general, be better by and large. A sound accomplice is an extraordinary accomplice for clear reasons. 14. He's brilliant, but not cocky, well, a little bit cocky, but not too cocky. In the event that you got yourself a shrewd, insightful, and sharp man, he might be a guardian. However long he isn't excessively arrogant, obviously. A man who's somewhat presumptuous is appealing, very much like certain ladies. We're customized to value strength in each and any structure. Nonetheless, assuming he's excessively presumptuous, be careful. Those folks will in general adjust vacillating between being tolerably arrogant and being finished *less. Tragically, the more brilliant ones will in general be dicks a great deal of the time. 15. He has an uncanny ability to make you laugh and smile. In the event that you have a man who doesn't make you giggle and grin, you should cut off the association at the present time. Truth be told, you most likely shouldn't have at any point been in that relationship in any case. The more he can make you snicker and light up, the more he merits you. 16. At whatever point you need any sort of help, he's always offering to give you a hand. Once more, the significance of his activities can't be focused on enough. Men are quite basic with regards to adoring somebody. What you see is essentially what they feel. At the point when they are there for you, when they deal with you and put forth a valiant effort to keep you upbeat, they care for you. You're on your person's psyche all the time since he cherishes you. He will do pretty much anything for you and will not mull over encouraging you in a period of scarcity. 17. Without you, he loses himself. You've become a part of him because he wants to keep a part of you. At the point when a man cherishes a lady, he needs a piece of her that he can consider his own. It isn't about her body, however her brain. It's the manner in which she figures, the things she does, how she does them. What she enjoys and doesn't care for. What she accepts to be significant and what she accepts to be unimportant. At the point when a man cherishes a lady, he takes these little pieces of her as his own. They become a piece of him, change him and the manner in which he thinks, the manner in which he sees the world. What is essential to her gets critical to him. The manner in which she does certain things turns into the manner in which he does certain things. You both surrender a little piece of yourselves and adjust different propensities. The man of your life is the one who loves you such a lot of that he's discarding bits of himself just to account for bits of you. Please leave a comment below and don't forget to like and share with your friends and click subscribe button to watch latest iBrainHacks videos.